Knock.
3, 2, 1. Podcast 000.
Podcast 000. Freaking prototype.
Yeah.
Get this mic in my face here.
Yeah. Get comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Yes.
Hey, how'd your day go today?
It was stressful.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's going on?
My oldest son ran into a goalpost.
Oh.
Ended up not concussing himself, but hurt pretty bad.
Oh, that's not good.
And then our trip to the ER room.
ER?
Not ER. Sorry, the Emerge. Or clinic.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking operating room for a second. And then our dog was sick. So $1,000 vet bill later.
No.
Yeah, 900 and something.
Who's paying for that?
Oh yeah. Who do you think?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally annoying. So yeah, stressful day.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So when that Zoom hits 19 minutes, we're gonna lose video.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep an eye on that if you want to. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Like we can just keep going.
Yeah.
And just have audio, no video.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't uploaded anything to podcast yet. I only uploaded one YouTube video. So podcast separate from YouTube. It's a separate upload. Right. You could and it's just an audio upload to podcast, right? So if we didn't want to YouTube this, we could talk for I think this thing with two mics will record for 16 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, forever.
Okay.
It's got a 64 gig card. It's just recording audio. It'll last forever, right?
It'll last a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Tell me about real estate. I know you're a realtor here in Victoria. You've been doing it for 10 years now, right?
Yeah, I had my 10th anniversary a little while ago, so I got a pin from Remax.
Nice.
Comes in a nice big box.
So 10 years in the real estate game, you've seen everything.
Yeah, I've seen some ups and downs, a little bit of housing crisis. We went through that.
When that happened?
Well,
in Victoria, there was a crisis?
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2008, when the U.S. housing crisis hit, I had just started in real estate in Victoria.
What did they call that? The high ratio mortgage or what was that?
Subprime.
Subprime, right.
So we saw the fallout about a year later.
In Canada.
Yeah. We saw a bit of a recession and a slowdown, and we saw some ups and downs in our market here.
Right.
Things slowed
down.
Was
08 a good time to buy a house, in hindsight? Or were prices still kind of high even in 08?
It's funny. So some of the condo prices were high back then.
Oh.
We had a big condo boom previous to me getting involved in the business. And then, so some of my clients who bought before I was a realtor, who then were friends and family, they couldn't sell and come out in the black till a lot of years later.
Like what year did you
So
think?
I remember...
We're 2020 now.
I remember comping those homes, save out... They went into the red about 5 years ago. Sorry, into the black about 5 years ago.
So it took a lot of years.
It took a long time to recover those...
So people lost money in the condo market in Victoria.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because usually you think about real estate in Victoria as a for sure thing.
Yeah.
I guess nothing's really for sure, is it? I mean, it's an investment. It's
not. But then if you hold it long enough, you're fine. So those people they bought into the condo market. They were young, out of say college type younger people that then got married, had a kid, outgrew the condo space, needed to make a move maybe too soon.
Oh, and they couldn't really.
It wasn't a 10-year hold, let's say. So if you were to hold real estate for at least 10 years, I think in Victoria you're fine. You've always made money. When I look, back. But if they need to make a move, say 4 or 5 years, and they had just bought at the peak, it crashed the next year. It was tough. It was tough to come out ahead on those types of purchases.
Just move your mic up a bit. The guy at the Long and McQuaid said if you got the mic up, when you go, the wind blows past.
Oh, wind blows past.
So
Nice.
I don't know. We'll try that. See what it looks like on film here.
Yeah, sure.
So the 08, the housing crisis, that was a bit rough, but you've seen some pretty boomy times, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Real estate has, so let's see, when I started, I like to use an average house in Gordon Head because I grew up in Gordon Head, which is a little bedroom community in Victoria. So
it's in Saanich, right?
In Saanich.
Just which borders Victoria? I mean, Victoria's small for anyone that doesn't live here.
It's right near the university, which is it's a great little community. So yeah, prices were around $500 for an average house in Gordon Head when I started. Yeah, and now they're 8 to 9 for that same house.
In 2010, they were about $500. Now they're $900.
8 to 900 for that same very average starter home in Gordon Head.
Well, if you think about that, that's like a doubling in 10 years.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good rate of return, actually.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I forget how to work the rule of 72 out, but that's like
it doubles every
well, it depends. 12%. You're doubling every 5 years.
Yeah.
So it took 10. So it was about 6%.
Right.
So I mean, I guess it didn't really outperform the stock market in the same last 10 years. I think the thing that people realize, I think what happens with real estate is people are leveraging. Where no one leverages,
That's
not
right.
no one, but
your $100,000 cash, you're leveraging that to 500, and now you're growing on 500.
So I guess if you did that in the stock market, you probably would have come up.
Yeah, and your advisor says you can do that, but I've never done that.
Yeah, me neither. It seems like so. At least with the house, it seems like you've got something. You've got dirt. You've got something you can touch and feel, and it seems more real. Like it just seems like less risky, especially in Victoria, where people seem to want to move.
Absolutely.
Right where I wouldn't do that. Shit, I don't know. I wouldn't be buying property like in Prince Rupert, maybe now. I don't know what the pipeline if it goes through there when they're doing some gas thing up there, or Prince George. I don't know. Like I'm just saying, small communities where there isn't a lot of draw, it would be probably a lot tougher.
And that's the thing. Victoria isn't tied to any one of those random things like oil and gas or
logging or fishing.
Exactly.
Really,
so we're more tourist based, retirement, government. So it's pretty stable, and it's a great place to live in Canada. So it continually sees increases when other places don't.
So do you feel like real estate's like your end game? Like, are you gonna stick with real estate into your retirement? Is this what you're doing?
For now, it definitely is.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Change it up.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the cigar business for 23 years now.
Right.
And I'm almost feeling like, I don't know if I want to get out of the business. I don't think I do.
Yeah, and I
think I just want to stay in it, but switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we're starting a podcasting. You're starting with some different stuff with the web and, something different. But stay still within the cigar world, because, I love the cigar world and the people that I've met. Like, all my friends, every single one of them are through the cigar world.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
Right.
Well, not every single one, but pretty damn close.
So my realtor friends who are of this age will probably criticize me if they ever see this, but I don't want to be 65 years old and looking for the next sale and running around showing condos on a rainy day.
It's a freaking grind.
Oh, it's a total grind. So that doesn't excite me at all. But I'll stay in some capacity, for I think forever. If it's maybe on the building side, construction side, or maybe I'll specialize in a certain area, or maybe I'll grow a team and. Have other buyer's agents out there, and I maybe just shift my focus within the real estate world. But right now I'm a single buyer's agent, seller's agent, no assistant. Everything starts and ends with me. That cannot carry on forever.
I'm
attached to my phone.
There's a maximum, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
So there's a maximum, I think, in how much business you can do.
I think that's with any business, right? If you're like the only guy that can sell cigars in a cigar store, or like I was just talking to a guy that has a little bakery in Victoria, and he's the only baker at the bakery. Like, forget it. So how do you do that? Like,
exactly.
You can't ever take a day off.
No.
You take a day off, the store's closed. Your store's closed, you make no money.
Yeah.
So you got to
So a strategic partnership, and maybe some younger guys coming in who are buyer's agents, and then I take care of the marketing aspect. So become more of a marketer, and maybe handle the listings. I can see myself doing that long term.
Yeah.
Because I think it's less of a burnout.
Right.
But it's great right now, but long term, I'll have to shift that into another segment or style.
I guess that's the thing with all sales jobs. If you're the guy selling, you're only getting paid when you're selling. Right. So take a weekend off, you don't get paid.
Right.
And in real estate, you have to work the weekends.
So right now, I've got a good friend who's also a realtor. So we trade each other's businesses when we travel.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was away in Mexico for 2 weeks this year. Came home to 2 sales that have happened.
Oh, nice.
That were my clients.
Yeah. So you got paid for those?
He takes a small percentage.
Okay.
And I'll vice versa. So when he's away, I'll take care of his business, and if I sell anything, I'll take a small percentage. But majority share of that money is in my bank account from January. So I had a great January, and I wasn't here. So that was good.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that's cool. From my experience dealing with you in the real estate business, you're good.
Hey, thanks.
You are. You're good. You take care of your clients. You're conscientious of your clients. A lot of people are not. You're always. The one thing I've noticed about you, no bullshit, you are not looking to make a sale.
No.
You're looking to make sure your client gets the best thing. I see that with my in-laws, and you're taking care of them. You want to sell them the best property for them.
Right.
Not just make a sale,
right.
flip it, you're out. Next guy coming in the door.
Yeah, exactly. So one of my, let's call him a mentor in real estate always said, you got to be careful when you're selling these properties because in 7 to 8 or 9 years or however long those people are in those homes for, if you sell them something today, you're going to get called back to sell that property in the future. That kind of stuck with me because if you sell them a total dog piece of shit, list that thing, and who wants to be selling that in the future? So
A, you don't want to have to relist it, and
right.
B, if they're pissed at you the whole time, they're not going to call you back anyway.
Well, that too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, just I always think about, would I want to sell this in 5 years from now?
Yeah.
Right.
So the first house I bought years ago now,
right.
I could have done a lot better, but the realtor I was using, we won't mention his name, but
just wanted to make a sale.
He just wanted to make a sale.
Right.
And he could have done a lot better for me. Back in those days, you could double end a deal, right? So he was the listing agent with this house who was getting no action on it. The market was a lot softer. We're talking like 94. Okay. So, it was a lot different than market back then. I think I only paid $157,000 for it.
Right.
Little house in Esquimalt. But the guy just wanted to make the sale. He was a listing agent and he wanted to sell that to one of his clients.
Right.
I could have done a lot better instead of buying that house in Esquimalt that over the next 10 years only went up to 200. But a house in Gordon Head, would have been a lot. You know what I mean? If he was really looking out for me as a first-time buyer, as a person that wanted to get into the market as an investment, we could have done a lot better. A lot better. And I wanted to kind of do it on myself, so I didn't really talk to my dad about it. I didn't really talk to...
So that was $150 back then?
$160.
$160, and a house in Gordon Head was probably $200?
Yeah, back then I could have probably... No, less actually. I think back then I could have probably got... Yeah, 180, 185. Yeah. So, that house in Esquimalt now, I don't know what it's worth, but you remember the house. Could it be worth $400,000?
It's worth more.
More?
Yeah, it's probably 6-ish.
Really?
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot in the core under 600 right now.
Yeah, okay.
So
600 now, $1 million in Gordon Head.
We'd have to do the math on that to figure it out, but I do remember when you bought it, that was an NDP government.
Okay.
And we had no growth for 10 years then.
There was no... My house, the assessment on my house went down for 9 years straight. Right. And then on the year I sold, it went up a little bit.
Right.
So I think
that was provincial politics related.
Maybe, because I sold in 2004, I'm pretty sure. And that's when we just started seeing the beginnings of the uptick, which surprisingly has lasted from 2004 till right now. With a little blip in 2008.
Yeah.
Not 2004. Was it 2004? Yeah, 2004. Did I sell in 2004?
I don't really remember.
I think so. 94.
Who sold the house for you?
I sold it myself.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
For sale by owner.
For sale by owner. That was a big thing. That was a big thing.
It was actually, yeah.
It was a big thing back then. Because the market was just starting to heat up. And it was easy to do.
You could put a sign in your front yard
and
sell
it.
house.
Sell it. Yeah. So it was easy to do. I wouldn't recommend anyone do that. I lucked out. I used a lawyer, of course.
Of course.
I probably could have gotten more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
hard to say, right?
So that is the thing. It is hard to say, but people think I've got a neighbor who wants to purchase my house. I'm going to save the realtor fees. What they don't understand is putting that house on the open market, potentially getting multiple offers, bids. Just more traffic to the home will yield you a higher price, even after commissions.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I think. Especially now.
Yeah, again,
the way it is today, I think you need to be able to market a home right now. Like they're not just selling. This is 2020. They're not selling themselves like nothing.
So it's funny though. Certain ranges of market, and I think it's always been like this, are definitely heating up right now.
Oh yeah.
So if you're in the core, I shouldn't even say in the core. If you anywhere in the CRD right now, if you have that price point that's say under 800,000, you're in a hot market. So we're seeing multiple offers in January, which is great.
What?
Yeah.
Really? That's not usual. It's kind of rare, right?
Last year, 2019, January was pretty hot. We thought it was a great market. This year was actually bigger and better.
Yeah. Nice.
Couple homes. I've competed on a few listings this month already.
In January? It's not even the spring yet. People don't even have spring fever yet.
Spring starts early in Victoria.
Yeah, I guess it does, right? Pretty much now. I mean, today was a prime day. Like, you think about it, the flowers are already blooming.
Spring day today.
sun's shining, birds are singing, people are getting
12, 13 degrees.
Yeah, they're getting ready, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 2019, we had a great January, and I think it snowed early February. And then that put a damper on the spring market, and it had a bit of a delayed everything slowed down because of the snow, and then the spring market took off again.
Yeah.
So this year, because I guess it snowed a little earlier for that couple of days.
Yeah, because last year February was a miserable month. So March would have been, February was probably slow. It was freezing.
So after all this rain, it's actually been pretty nice the last few days.
3 days, yeah. It's been really
almost
nice.
A week.
Drying out. Yeah. I did some gardening.
Yeah.
So,
it's great.
Yeah. I went to Saanich today to dump off the garden waste recycle. There was almost a lineup.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, there was people. Like it was already happening.
Yeah.
So that's good. So what do you think of the market coming up this year, 2020?
Yeah,
so see a stable market, growth market, little bit of a, what do they call it, constriction of the market?
Yeah, I had a prediction. I did a quick little podcast in December, which I think was my November update, and I haven't done another one since, but I'm anticipating growth in 2020. Interest rates have just dropped, and we're going to see a couple of more drops.
Oh, so my mortgage is up for renewal this year in 8 months, 9 months. It's good timing. Yeah, I should be able to get some good rates.
Oh yeah, rates are great right now, and then we're also seeing low inventory levels and a buildup of buyer demand.
Oh, geez.
So it's kind of a recipe for some appreciation. Yeah, especially in that sweet spot, which is your
like 5, 6,
800 and under for single family.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going off single family. Like obviously, there's different ranges,
condos,
townhouses, and things, but. Yeah, 800 to 900 for single family with a suite in the core is kind of your sweet spot. If you got that, it's a
8 to 900 with a 1 bedroom.
Yeah, a little one bedroom or a bachelor or something attached to studio.
And it's gonna get the homeowner is gonna yield about what, 1,000, 1,200 out of that bachelor 1 bed.
Yeah, rents are expensive.
It's expensive,
Yeah.
1,200.
Could.
Yeah.
Depending on location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, it's a good mortgage helper, but it's a lot of money for the person renting it.
Oh, it's big time.
You gotta make a lot of money to live here.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
If I wasn't so attached to this city, and it is so beautiful here, there is to be a lifestyle to be had. Like sell it all, move to a smaller community up north a bit, on the island even.
Yeah.
Probably have a lot of money in the bank. All debts paid off, money in the bank. Get a job with the freaking city for the last 5 years. I can retire at 53.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is expensive here, but you know what? I won't do it.
No.
Not a chance.
No.
It's too nice.
And
like it too much here.
Yeah.
We're so close to the
majority
ocean.
of people don't do it.
No.
Yeah. Very few people actually
make
the move out of the city.
Yeah.
We have more people coming every year than we do leaving.
Yeah. I've heard. I've had a few customers leave because they said they just couldn't make it anymore.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty rare.
And even then, I've had some that are going. Where do they go? They're going to Qualicum, maybe Parksville area.
That's nice.
It is nice,
and
it's getting expensive as well too.
Yeah.
So they'll have to make further moves, perhaps Port Alberni or somewhere else.
I like Port Alberni.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of a bad rap, but you know what? If you're into the outdoors, if you like the lake, you've got a beautiful lake. If you're into fishing,
winters are rough though.
Winters are rough. It's colder there.
Yeah.
It's about 5 degrees hotter.
Summers are hotter.
It's about 5 degrees hotter and probably 5 degrees colder than Victoria in the winter.
Yeah.
Right? Like when we're at 5, they're probably at 0.
Yeah, they'll have snow on the ground.
Yeah. But if you're into hiking and the ocean and the lake and outdoors, I think Port Alberni's not a bad spot. Yeah. I like it. It's a cute little community.
Yeah. That's cool.
What do we have for time?
19 minutes.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah,
Let me just check the count here. Still recording, so we're good here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit. So if I hit the red button,